Hello there. One of my most watched videos right now is still the most powerful character list that I did last year. I don't know exactly why the YouTube algorithm has chosen this one to be the one people find the most, but right now it's like my most watched thing on the channel. It also gets the most comments because apparently some folks don't watch the whole thing and just skip to the final list, and then they complain about my rankings without bothering to understand my criteria. Now, I've already done one of these videos defending my placement of Jennifer Blake in the top due to her excellent planning around the eclipse and, of course, that bomb telekinesis. The card should be linked above to that video. Now it seems I'm always having to defend my ranking of Malia above all the boy werewolves. If I was cynical, I would say a portion of my audience has a problem with strong women. But I'm no cynic, so today we'll just look at why Malia is better than the boys on Teen Wolf. If you enjoy these weekly trips back to Beacon Hill, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. First, a quick recap of my criteria for rating characters as powerful. Durability, or how hard they are to kill. That means a healing factor would rank you high on durability, but if you are primarily a spirit form, like a Hellhound or a Nogitsune, you rank even higher because spirits in this universe apparently cannot be killed or destroyed. The second attribute is intelligence, because obviously intelligence overcomes brute strength on Teen Wolf. So if you're highly intelligent and think before you act, you are automatically more powerful on this show. Then comes how strong a character is physically. While this can be important in hand-to-hand combat, brute strength doesn't actually help you win the big fights on Teen Wolf. Okay, there was that one time in Season 4. But again, brute strength is really not the determining factor. Then finally, I considered abilities, those things that one character can do that are beyond all the abilities of other characters. Lydia's scream and Jennifer Blake's telekinesis are examples of the kind of abilities that I looked at. Now, on my original list, Malia ranked near the bottom because the werefolk on Teen Wolf are really the least impressive when it comes to intelligence and abilities. They're actually the baseline for strength and durability due to their healing factor, but overall, they're not the most powerful set of creatures in this universe. I think Jeff and the writers did this on purpose because what fun would it be if your hero was always punching down? I mean, your villain has to be either smarter or stronger to give you a challenge. So Scott and the others couldn't be really overpowered because that would just make for a really boring show. So just looking at the werefolk, I found Malia is one of the most powerful in that group for a couple of reasons. First, she doesn't fear pain.
Are you crazy?
He's just one of them.
Yeah, that means we have a chance.
To beat him?
To survive.
Recent studies have reinforced the old wives' tale that women have a higher pain tolerance than men. The most recent science suggests women experience pain through an entirely different biological process from men. Women also don't remember pain in the same way men do, so they are more willing to face situations that previously led to painful outcomes without experiencing anxiety and stress that all the male subjects showed. For the purpose of my most powerful list, Malia ranks higher because she proved more than willing to throw caution to the wind and take on situations that would result in pain. The other deciding factor in Malia's favor was her time spent living in the wild as an actual animal. While all the werefolk have animal instincts, Malia is the only one who used them 24/7 for 8 years.
Work faster, Styles. There is something out here with us.
Her sense of smell and hearing is naturally superior to the boys because while they've been learning to use their enhanced senses, she lived it.
Alpha, Beta, Omega.
Even Derek, a born werewolf, had to spend years learning and coming to terms with his animal side. In the end, it took a dramatic transformation via a magic Aztec tomb for him to really understand those abilities that he was born with. That's not the case with Malia. She is the animal. It is her nature. It's not even her second nature. It's her true nature. One of the big jokes throughout her run on the series was characters trying to humanize her.
I mean, I thought you were leaving.
I wouldn't leave without you.
Really?
No, I would never leave without you. Them I would leave.
Yeah, it's progress.
That exchange seems funny to us because it's not what we would do. But when it comes to survival, you take your mate and you run and you expect everybody else to catch up. That's how you survive in the wild, where there is no place for sympathy and the bear that is chasing you doesn't care about your feelings. Malia's 8 years as an animal adds to her intelligence and her ability scores on my list because her time in the wild makes her smarter than the others in a different way. I would go so far as to say that animal intelligence is far more useful than even Lydia's brain in this universe because survival depends on senses and instinct as much, if not more, than fist and claws. So in the end, her natural intelligence and her willingness to face pain, along with those animal instincts, rank Malia higher than even the most physically superior werewolves on Teen Wolf. Thanks for watching. Now get down there and like and comment and tell me how wrong I am. Maybe you could subscribe if you want to while you're down there around the subscribe button. I'll see you next time we go back to Beacon Hills.